Shot clock is at 10. Outside to Kyrie Irving. Goes inside with the pass. Stopped. Green. What defense by Golden State. Draymond Green. A one-man wrecking crew.
Last night was a preview of the playoffs, and what's happening right now is every team's worst nightmare. A showdown between Golden State and Dallas seemingly woke a sleeping giant. And speaking of giants, Joel Embiid is back, making the Sixers a terrifying first-round matchup for the top teams. But you already know who's the one team that everyone is trying to avoid. They showed us exactly why that is. The NBA is entering a chaotic state, and we gotta start with two of the most dangerous teams in the West, as the Warriors are finally looking like themselves once again. Their superb ball movement, everyone chipping in and contributing, and most importantly, the defense when it mattered the most were the key factors for a crucial win against the Mavs, despite Steph Curry's off night.
Number 5, Dallas. Number 10, Golden State. Ball jarred free. Kevon Looney is in. Paul down court. Klay Thompson free.
The situation in the West has every team in fear. First, you have a team with championship pedigree getting their confidence back with 5 wins in a row, despite being down low in the standings. If they're playing their familiar brand of basketball like they did against Dallas, nobody wants to see them in the playoffs. Then, the standings are looking absolutely frightening, with 4 teams being separated by 1 game. Think about this. The difference between having a solid season and finishing number 5 or possibly losing in the play-in, which would be catastrophic, is just 1 game. With only about 7 games in the season left, every team is on edge. Heck, even if you're one of the top 3 teams in the West, your reward for being great could be a first-round matchup against KD, Book, and Beal, or Luka and Kyrie, or LeBron and AD. And as we're finding out just now, it could also be the good old Golden State Warriors and their deadly style of play that they're unlocking once again. The situation is equally as wild in the East now that Embiid is back.
Join his hometown team after the buyout with Charlotte.
There
is Embiid, and we are tied.
Admittedly, the Thunder were playing without Shea, but Philly was without Maxey, so them beating the top team in the West shows just how big of a threat they are. Just imagine if things stay the same in the East. The Sixers could potentially be a first-round matchup for Boston or Milwaukee, and if it's not Philly, it could be Miami.
Here's the reaction of any good team in the East when they see Miami on the opposite side of the bracket. Oh gosh, these guys. This is going to be horrible, physical, nasty, mean, in the mud. Nobody wants, I don't care what their record is, I don't care what their seed is. Nobody wants to see these guys. Nobody wants to see Jimmy Butler beating people up, Bam beating people up, and Spo on the sideline crafting zones and schemes and being one step ahead. They're a nightmare.
We saw just last night why every single contender wants to avoid the Heat. New York looked like a little brother playing against the big brother. They just couldn't match the level of physicality and the fight that Miami imposed on them.
DiVincenzo against Caleb Martin. Look at that battle. Look at that battle. Oh, the Heat won that battle.
As a Knicks fan, I know for a fact that they don't match up well against the Heat. And the Celtics as well as the Bucks already have PTSD from the previous years of battling against this team. So if you're Boston and Milwaukee, who the heck do you want to see in the first round? There is absolutely no easy out. Wow, with just 2 weeks away from the playoffs, things are looking as messy as they've ever been in a season. And teams need to unleash the best version of themselves in order to stay alive. Just like LeBron is starting to unlock God mode as he decides to transform into Steph Curry from downtown. You gotta check out what he did right here in this video. Talk to you in the next one. Peace out.